What has made Century City succeed where many big developments, commercial or even state sponsored, why has that seemed to have been a success where we're still trying to find our feet in other parts of the city and other parts of the country?
So I definitely don't think the precinct was a success to start. I actually think it was a pretty ambitious, crazy, radical concept. I mean, we're talking, the early 90s when something like this was conceived, and the original visionary and founder who did it, it was a very foreign concept completely, especially for South Africa. The ambition was bold to create this, mini city stitched together with canals, offices, retail, leisure. What I think is amazing to see is that, Canal Walk opens, that's obviously the main big shopping center there. It opens in about 1998. And that kind of becomes the catalyst for this drive to create this precinct all around it. And that's when really, Robbie property developers just took the narrative and ran with it because, early 2000s when they start developing and acquiring the land, they create over the years and they just evolve. And, there's not one set plan from the 90s that they followed through. It was keeping up with the times. I mean, even during COVID, they had a couple office developments planned, which they then changed into Resi. Ratanga Junction that was Africa's first amusement park. They converted that into Resi. So it's this kind of keeping your hand on the pulse of what the people want. And now they're on basically their last pocket of developable land.
I'm still disappointed we don't have a Ratanga Junction anymore. Used to love that place even as a grown up. But Ratanga Junction, that space could have become just like another dead commercial scar. Instead, what we're seeing the developments now, what's known as Ratanga Park. How has Century City either planned or pivoted to make that transformation so significant?
So I think what's great, and again, I'm going to give credit to Robbie property developers because they are probably the large part reason why there's about 5,000 or so residential units currently in the Century City precinct. And if you look at Ratanga, I mean, we all loved that place and have nostalgic memories, especially of the Cobra and all the stories that go with it. But, to look at that and say, how can we turn this into a space that's not just, livable, but that's actually you want to live there and includes that work, leisure, and also they've got conference facilities. So how do they stitch that all together? And I think they did an excellent job of, weaving those canals and the Ratanga infrastructure. I mean, they've probably spent about 120 million rand on infrastructure. So that's the pathways, the communal areas, just making everything appropriate to support those residential blocks. And now you look at that, what was once an amusement park with roller coasters is now, one of the biggest park runs in South Africa happens right there.